Well, ladies and gentlemen, how you all doing? This is Over coming to you with some Dawn of War 3 action. Now, today's game goes on between the Eldar forces and a 3winner, and his opponent down here in the southwest is the Space Marines of Toxicity.
Tactical Marine Squad deployed.
Now, this was a fairly well-received game by the community, and honestly, I took a look at it and had to give it a little bit of love myself. The map itself is Comet's Past. And I'm going to do my best to give you guys a good accounting of what goes on in this particular game. First of all, running through both doctrines as well, questionably doctrines, as well as elites. For the Eldar, we're going to have Striking Scorpions, Jane Czar, and the Wraith Lord. So a fairly significant lineup there. With improved plasma grenades, Avenger's Shield, and Taldir's Command. So when they trigger Quick Strike, you can see that these guys do reflect projectiles, i.e. the Banshees, and they become invulnerable, which is pretty beastly. Now for the Space Marines, they're bringing on in Kill Team Iron Maw, as well as the Venerable Dreadnought, and an Imperial Knight Paladin. That actually got me a little bit stoked, because these guys are so much fun to watch. They really are. Now as far as doctrines go, we have Jonah Orion's Command. So they give Blind and Silence, which is pretty darn good. They have Improved Listening Post, which is it's kind of a standard one to see for Space Marines. And we have Ablative Armor. So that's a curious decision there. I don't know if that's actually accurate or not. We'll see how that goes. Standard positional play though early on. Ooh, Tax coming out. We're not going to see Scouts. We're going to see Tax instead. And tossing out the oh so lovely Frag Grenade. But also coming on is another squad attack Marine. So, okay, so double tax coming out early on for the Space Marines, and throwing away a Bone Singer, so that way they might be able to keep some of the firepower off their own troops for right now. But this is a webway gate right here, my friends, and this is right in the area. He's not going to be able to relocate for, what, 30 seconds or so? So that's a ton of time. Probably not going to go down by then. It's a lot of time before this thing's going to get taken out. Rather durable early on in the game. Another one being, oh no, a Warrior Portal being thrown on here. So very, very aggressive placement on that one. In the meantime, we are going to see that the point's been secured down here on the southern side, the Elite Point Generator, as has a listening post for the Eldar being placed over here in the east. So the early, I would say, resource generation advantage is going to go more or less to the Eldar, at least for the first couple of seconds here or there. Then again, no generators have been put on here at all.
A listening post has been targeted by our foes.
A Bone Singer attacking the listening post, which is going to get up. Like, there's no way in heck that thing's not going to get up. Alright, so 2 attacks and 2 Dire Avengers, grenades coming out, and another kaboom happens here. These guys are going to get turned up pretty darn good by the Dire Avengers early on, if they can get this burst of fire out. However, with the Dire Avengers losing out in kind of an extended gunfight by virtue of their whole thing's kind of heating up, their guns heating up, it's a little bit difficult to be a consistent use there. Now, this listening post over here is completely and totally worthless. And what's more, we're going to... Oh, Flamer coming on out, so these Dire Avengers getting wrecked. Oh, that was getting just... Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. Wow, so in seconds, 2 squads going down. This thing is fantastic. Wow. Alright, Iron Team Kill Maw is over here, or Kill Team Iron Maw. I can never say that right. It's always weird for me.
A servitor is en route.
And finally, at long last, we see another servitor coming on out. Probably to throw down another listening post over here to the western side, or to throw down one initially at all. Taking a look over at 3winner, he's going to remake one of the squads of Dire Avengers, or actually, more accurately, just bring it right back out, with Howling Banshees as well as Striking Scorpions on top of that. So it's going to be too much for these guys right here to handle on their own. The question is, can he get that listening post up in time? And sources say probably not. The Kill Team of Iron Maw, in fact, we're going to see the Servitor probably buy it just a second here. So he's going to go down. This point's going to go away over to the Eldar. I would warrant.
Servitor deployed.
And the Space Marines are not really being aggressive. Or not excessively so. That webway gate has gotten away. Where did that go off to? Warrior Portal is there. Did that thing actually die? Maybe the webway portal actually died. Nope, never mind. My guess is that's over here. Webway gate, rather. And yes, this will turn into a Eldar possession.
A power generator is ready.
And the Space Marines are just sitting over here, just kind of, you know, beef up a little bit of their own resources in the meantime. So 25 and 60 coming on out, power and wreck, respectively. And we're not seeing any other real expansion other than just to see this super, super early kind of trip tack build. Now checking over here to see, are we having an arsenal of some sort? Yes, there's an arsenal over here for the Space Marines, and for the Eldar we can see something similar. Not there. I don't think they have one out yet. Okay.
My song reshapes the very cosmos.
Alright, I'll try to make sure that all fights, major fights, are captured from the Space Marine side of things. We can have just blue being Space Marines, red being Eldar. And we're going to see Striking Scorpions are in the area now. Unfortunately, it does seem like they're going to get probably pounded by just the sheer amount of firepower here. The Vortex Grenade coming out from Kill Team Iron Maw, so doing some nice dot damage over here. And there we go. So Dire Avengers getting blown apart. These Howling Banshees need to back up right now. About literally right now. And Striking Scorpions are still in the field, but they really shouldn't be, I don't think. Kill Team Iron Maw is getting pressured rather heftily, though. So the question is, will they go down first, or will the Striking Scorpions go down? Because the Striking Scorpions are rather fragile units. The Kill Team Iron Maw, I don't think is going to make it out either. The question is, if they go out, will that mean that the rest of these squads are going to get wrecked? Grenade right there. Frag Grenade coming on in, doing some great damage. So I think we're going to see, yep, these guys are going to go down. The question is what they can take with them. The answer to that is very, very little. But there are more Howling Banshees coming on out, and I dare say there comes a Webway Gate to increase the foot speed, which might mean that this chase is going to go rather negatively for these tacks. But luckily enough for the Space Marines, they just throw on the chapter banner just to be kind of a pain. And this Flamer's going to do some good work for them in the meantime. Finally, though, we're going to see Assault Marines coming on out. And while I am surprised about one thing, and that's that the Assault Marines don't have any sort of Assault Leap doctrine.
Assault Marine squad deployed. Upgrade.
Servitor running on in to show this Bone Singer. And this guy's going to get torn apart. One more burst of fire. And there we go. Alright, Barracks has been put out, as is a Doctrine Chapel. And the Eldar have not really made that many tech structures. Just this Warrior Portal way the heck out here. Has he teched up to Tier 2 just yet? That's a good question. And the answer to that is he's on his way right now. How about the Space Marines? Have they gone? No, they haven't. I am kind of confused. So why I'm not seeing any sort of drop pod indications here. A very brave Bone Singer hanging out over here inside the stealth cover, trying to keep tabs on all the Space Marine possessions. And I believe that we're going to see this guy try to warp on out. Gonna take some good damage before it happens, though. So luckily enough there. Where's it going? Okay, back over here by the Warrior Portal. Listening post in the meantime, gonna take some damage, gonna put some pressure out against these attacking Space Marines. And the question is, will these Dire Avengers cheat on force to put pressure on them? Survey says yes. These guys do, in fact, have the Venerable Dreadnought Doctrine. Hold down for just a second so I can make sure this actually is. Okay, so when the Venerable Dreadnought is deployed, the plasma guns don't overheat. That is an amazing, amazing ability. And no, these guys have Assault Leap, so don't trust any of these doctrines, apparently. I kind of hate that about this game currently, is that, unfortunately, as of right now, all of the tooltips for doctrines are only perhaps true. We don't exactly know whether or not that is the case. Very, very irritating. The Assault Marines come in, they take out the position, and they back away. The kill team, though, can be brought right back in, and here comes another posse coming on out of said kill team. Leaving the Eldar to fall back on a very, very slender position. Striking Scorpions can come back in, and they only have, though, 2 squads of Dire Avengers. That's a bit of a problem, if I may say so myself. But alright, so we're about 10 minutes in. Neither player has even tickled the opponent's shield generator just yet. I can kind of understand that. Kind of wondering if we'll see like a sneak attack of some sort. Kind of wonder even if we'll even see something like a kind of... Let me try to frame my thoughts before I talk, before, you know, kind of a issue there. We'll get back to that in just a second. For some reason I see an indicator for a Devastator squad. Yes, I do, but he's still down in the south. Nowhere near this fight. But double flamers destroying the striking scorpions here. These guys are getting wrecked completely. Might even go down before even achieving... Yep, not achieving a whole lot. I do think a flamer squad did go down. Nope, never mind. Oh, no, that's why. So the kill team is coming on in with flamers. That's what that is. Thought that was attack squad for a second. What I was trying to figure out whether or not it could be a possible opportunity to see a Bone Singer throw down a webway gate down here and have all of the Eldar troops just get that link between, oh my gosh, what's it called? The original kind of headquarters structure. To be something like connect webways. And at that point, we could just see this big pop out of Eldar troops behind the Space Marine position. I don't know if that's possible. It's just something I'm thinking about right now. And now Dark Reapers are now on the field for the Eldar. These guys are pretty darn good. Setting up inside the shield generator as well, which means they are going to be extremely hard to shift. And there we go. So we do see that goes out in favor of 3winner. 3winner in the meantime just continues to pour out more and more Dark Reapers, but he also has a Falcon now on the field. Where is that tech structure? Back towards base? Oh, further to the north? Further to the north, okay. So, got a Falcon coming out. We also have a Viper coming in as well. So I'm wondering, will we see the Space Marines transition over into some last cannons and the like, or will it just continue to be just forming, just trying to soldier on with what they have already? Whatever the case, both Dire Avenger squads go down super quickly. And this is very quickly going to be a dead set of generators. So, bashing power, bashing requisition. And now Jane Czar is on the map, though, so that might shift the odds back in favor of the Eldar by themselves. Falcon coming on in, going to pour some fire at range over against these Devastators. And you can just see that these Devastators are getting pounded. Might even take him out. Nope, not quite. Okay, stun does come off because of the Assault Marines. Well done there. And I think these guys have... Maybe these guys have... I guess they have power swords already. I'm going to check that out. Making it away, though. Listening post did just go down. Alright, so standard comes out as well for the Space Marines. Not entirely sure too why about that one. But yes, we did see that power swords have been picked up by the Assault Marines. And now, yep, we're going to see ourselves some last cannon Devastators. That'll be kind of fun. And then meanwhile, what are the Eldar doing? A fair amount of Vipers coming in. They've taken the position away from the Space Marines, so they're switching out control of resource points. And I think that's what's going to happen over here. The Servitor is going to pick up this point and maybe plop down a lovely little listening post. And there's the last cannon Devastators. These guys are quite terrifying.
Switching to plasma guns.
Ooh, switching to plasma guns. Who's doing that? Where? When? How? Plasma guns aren't going to overheat. Or not. Nope, these guys don't have those yet. Okay, still. Will we see the Venerable Dreadnought coming on out, though? Or will we see just a wait and try to pick up this Knight Paladin? And I would say that answers that, but we'll see in just a second now. So the Nuker might be coming in, he might not, I don't know. Eldar, in the meantime, just going to continue this slow build-up, with the Falcon and the Viper bikes kind of chilling off in the backfield. Oh no, Vipers are over here on the eastern side, and last cannons are going to just pound those guys like crazy. Kill team as well comes on in with a missile launcher, so that Viper is extremely obsolete already. Assault Marines, in the meantime, doing some great kind of harassment, jumping on around over here to pick up and decap that point yonder. And striking Scorpions coming on in to go after the enemy shield generator. And yep, it's going to be... okay, so it's going to be a very long time until we see... Whew. It'll be a very long time until we see that Knight come on out. But the assault marines might not make it out either. Falcon churning them to pieces. Awfully close there for a second. Servitor coming in as well as his brave assault marine all by his lonesome. Not the greatest idea. See him getting knocked out just very, very quickly. He goes down. And the Venerable Dreadnought, dear God, this guy just looks amazing. Though I don't know exactly how well he does. I don't see him too often. He is pouring plasma fire, though, into that Falcon. Does a pretty good job of it, it seems. And striking Scorpions as they move in to engage the tactical Marines. They're getting picked apart by these heavy bolters. Jane Czar's coming in, though, so that could be terrifying. Her little Tri-Skull has just gone out. She's done some good damage there, but she's not rushing forward. She could have been in on the attack and completely whooped her. Completely whooped them, rather. Last cannon Devastators are going to go down. I can pretty much guarantee that right now. And 3winner is definitely pressuring quite a bit.
Power generator is ready.
And yep, there goes one squad of Devastators. There goes attack Flamer Marines. And even as his Falcon goes down, it's not going to be terrifying enough to really compel the Eldar to pull back. Actually, we see this could go down. Maybe the listening post will take it down by himself. There he goes. That's shocking right there. In the meantime, we're going to see some more last cannon Devastators coming on out, and these guys are probably not going to... Okay, no. Phew. All right. So able to fall back. And a super, super advanced webway gate going after the shield generator like crazy. I don't know what the game plan necessarily is, but I kind of like it. Attacks in the meantime trying to beast these Dark Reapers, but now the shield generator has been overwhelmed, which means that these guys need to fall back, otherwise they're going to get torn to pieces. Dreadnought comes back in, and that maximal charge thing could be great. But instead he just actually throws out instead with toss, and it's amusing as all hell. Webway Gate comes out, and that's all she wrote, my friends. Jane starts back over here to the northeast, kind of slowly generating her shield back.
To the southwest.
I'm kind of wondering, will we see Kill Team Iron Maw happen across her? No. No, they're going to back away. Meanwhile, over here in the west, just as the Eldar had their secret Bone Singer down here to the south, which it looks like is now dead. No, never mind, she's still here. Interesting. Alright. Okay, we're going to have a Death Claw, Death Pod. Oh my gosh, I can't think what that thing's called. It is the pod, though, that has
Wouldst thou cast the holy standard?
a very, very good cannon to kind of put some long-range suppressive fire down on top of your enemies. I want to call it Death Claw. I'm pretty sure that's what the Chaos version of everything is. In any case, 18 minutes in, we do have the Eldar have pushed forward rather significantly, but the Space Marines are not giving up just yet. Now we have the Space Marines with their whole plasma guns. But when this guy's now up, which means that those plasma guns are not going to get overheated, so just watch as they just begin to shred everybody. It's going to be terrifying.
Deathstorm turret ready to deploy.
Deathstorm, that's what it is. Deathstorm turret. Jeez, I could not think what that was called. Now, hoping that these guys don't continue to charge in just, you know, with absolutely no care in the world. In the meantime, Tactical Marines do come on up, the Flamers and Dark Reapers get cooked super, super quickly. While Jane Czar is quite a bit of a problem for a lot of the Space Marine forces, there's enough troops here, I think, that they should be able to take her out, or at least compel her to retreat rather quickly.
We've taken a resource point.
And she does back away just above half health. Taking a quick look over at the Eldar, 3 Vipers and 2 Howling Banshees on the way, really all that they have left.
Dreadnought.
And I get the feeling that if this warrior portal does go down, the Eldar are going to crumble like a cheap card table, like a flan, like a bad souffle. You know, insert your metaphors here. Chapter Standard did go down, not entirely too sure why. Indeed, instead we're going to see pressure, though, from these Viper bikes over here trying to take out this elite point generator. And that's, you know, pretty much all they're good for at this point. They do have this lovely little temporal bomb, but it's not going to be enough to compel an entire army to pull back, I don't think.
Chapel Barracks report.
Escalation Phase 3, alright, so we're really getting into it now. Venerable Dreadnought is still here, his Power Claw kind of turning. Reflexively Power Fist, excuse me.
Chapel Barracks are under attack. We have engaged the
And never mind, might have been wrong here. So we do actually see a bunch of these Space Marines are pulling back to deal with these Vipers, blowing away their shields super, super quickly. Flamer? No, yep, there's a Flamer right there, so we could actually see this go down. There goes one. No Viper coming on in again. I believe he's dying as well, my friends. Yes, he's gone. So this abortive rush not going particularly well. Striking Scorpions back on the field, though, which means we might see a dead power generator, and that could give the Eldar a little bit of a window back into this game. Meanwhile, in the north, though, we are going to see Janzar rush on forwards with Howling Banshees. And Death... Oh my gosh, I can't ever think it's called the Death Watch group. There we go, that's all we'll say, just Death Watch. I'm just going to kind of hang out here, and you can see that as good as, you know, normal damage is not going to do diddly squat against this guy who's got heavy armor. You see right now, he's taking damage right now, it's just kind of tickling him. That's true damage coming out from these Reapers. Last Cannon, Devastator's chilling on back here, just kind of hanging out. The Striking Scorpions have retreated to give more suppression and support back to the ailing Eldar forces here. And I'm not seeing the Deathstorm turret come on out. I don't think so. I might be wrong, but I don't see where it did come out if it did. And now a Dreadnought's being called on in, so that's good by itself. Gonna completely take out these Reapers. And he's second now. He can go and just kind of do the whole little slam business, and that'll just stun and do tons of damage. Not that he needs to, he just takes him out calmly. Pretty easily. Janzar gets blown apart by a plasma cannon shot here. And this warrior portal is going to go down in just a second as well. There are Wraithguard on the field, and that's the last little bit of defense that the Eldar does have, though. Yes? Wraithguard. Another one being called in, but no, that's not going to be enough. One by one, the Eldar positions are collapsing, and 22 minutes in, I think we're going to see the Space Marines just take this victory here. Wraithguard units trooping on in. They have that lovely, lovely soul recall, which is pretty darn good. But, it's not been researched at all. And in the meantime, Sky Portal going on down, not going to be able to do anything, not going to be able to warp out. Oh, that's definitely not in time anyway. And tech structures galore being blown apart by the Space Marines.
Assault squad en route.
And it's just going to be more and more Wraithguard. In fact, it's all in Wraithguard. It's the Wraithguard, you know, dance, Wraithguard party. And I gotta kind of understand why. I mean, armor piercing is really darn good. They have a really hefty amount of shields and the like, and they counter that heavy armor. Problem with that is that Assault Marines can just kind of lock them down and lock them up.
We've captured a point.
While the last cannon material can just continue to throw down shots from long range, and indeed will be able to do so if they just take up this position here. And lest we forget, those plasma guns are pretty darn good. Just look how much damage. Just look how much damage they do now. Alright, take a quick look at the DPS, 26 DPS, and burst damage, okay, so I would not expect the Eldar to be long for this world, but I do love this big posse of Wraithguard. It looks rather imposing.
A drop pod is available.
Now, I do wonder, will we see the Deathstorm cannon on this one? I don't recall seeing that at all. If anybody else saw that on the map or something like that, I saw the indicator, please let me know. But I'm pretty sure that did not happen. Janzar coming back in, or Striking Scorpions? Oh no, the Wraith Lord. Okay. Alright, so the kill team is going to get wrecked. Oh, that's okay. But the Wraith Lord is what they really have to worry about. The Dreadnoughts are here and kind of taking some damage. And indeed, might even see the kill team go down. But it looks like all they really want to do is just have some fun. Assault Marines are in and among all the Wraithguard, trying to make sure that they don't actually get a chance to fire off. And the Chapter Banner is going to get taken here. Maximal Discharge coming out from the Venerable Dreadnought does huge amounts of damage. And just getting rid of that tooltip right there. Jeez. The Eldar forces are just collapsing. Getting torn apart. It's ridiculous. Oh my gosh, Wraithlord goes down. And it's still, luckily enough for the Eldar, another probably 3 minutes away before that Imperial Knight Paladin can get called on in. But, jeez Louise. Toss. And comes on in. Nope, never mind, the Eldar tap out. So well played there by the Space Marines. Able to take that way quicker than I thought they were going to. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in for this particular replay. Bad luck for the Eldar today, but the Emperor's light has shined on his faithful and seen their way to victory. As always, guys, if you're not yet a member of this channel, I do post 6 days a week. Hit that subscribe button, hit like, comment below. If you want to see something different, let me know, either in the comments or email me at connorworkgaming@gmail.com. But for right now, I'm going to be calling it quits. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will see you all soon. Take it easy.